My name is John and I'm father to 3 kids, ages 6, 8 and 10. Been married for 18 years and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety about 3 years ago. And since then I've been on the long and winding road to recovery. It's just a really tumultuous time because there is something wrong and everybody knows it, but nobody knows what's wrong. It's a really disorientating time. It's a time of high conflict. I think it was really hard to admit to my wife that I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. You're about to see a fictional story about a bloke called Carl who's experiencing mental illness. When I watched it, I had quite an emotional response to it. I could feel my heart racing and my stomach churning because I could really relate to what he was experiencing and what his family was experiencing. And I think you'll be able to relate to a lot of his story as well.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with your phone?
No.
I called at least 10 times.
I've been busy. I got that wire your dad asked for.
Carl, you left at lunchtime.
I've been busy.
Oh, I was just worried, that's all.
I'm fine. The ute's fine. The bloody wire is fine. Everything is frickin' fine. Just leave me alone. Everything all right, mate?
Yeah, fine, Dad.
About time. Dad's home. Shouldn't you see my book?
No.
You haven't been reading it, have you?
As if.
See ya.
Bye, loser.
Same to you.
Wouldn't even bother. You won't care.
Dad? Dad? I've been thinking about our footy team.
Yeah.
I don't think we got the guys playing to their strengths.
We?
Well, the coach.
Speak to him about it, Nat. I don't coach your team anymore.
Yeah, but Dad, don't you reckon you could just look at the team sheet and just suggest a few positional changes?
And why on earth would I want to do that?
Because you could help out the new coach. I mean, he doesn't really know the guys and their footy strengths as well as you do.
Look, no, it'd just be a waste of everyone's time.
Dad, I think you're forgetting that you got us into the finals last year.
We were lucky.
told you.
What you doing? Did you get my text messages this afternoon? Look, Carl, sometimes I need to be able to get through to you, and you said your phone was working.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying.
Really? It's pretty obvious by the look on your face what a screw-up you think I am.
I don't. It's just... Lately, you've been so down. Maybe you just got to stop thinking about things so much.
Stop thinking? What should I stop thinking about, Eva, eh? That I don't have a decent job? That I can't pull my weight around here on the property, that I'm next to useless?
Oh, please, Carl, stop it. I hate it when you do this.
Watching you working longer hours because we need the money, and your mum is exhausted covering for you with the boys, and your dad practically runs this place by himself, and every morning I wake up thinking, today is the day I'm going to put in. But I'm just weighing everyone down.
I think you need to go and see someone.
Who?
The doc or something. Get yourself back on track.
I'm just run down, that's all. Dead frickin' tired all the time.
We want to help you. Me and the boys, they're a bit worried. They want their old dad back.
Maybe this is the real me.
It's not. Don't say that. You are a positive, kind and loving man.
You've got no idea what goes on inside my head.
Well, maybe I would if you told me.
What would be the point? What were the text messages about anyway?
School. There was a school meeting with Sean's teacher. He's been in trouble. The messages were to remind you to be there, but you didn't turn up, so...
Story of my life.
Played a great game.
Yeah, well, could have done a lot better than country leagues if you'd wanted to.
You should come to the game this Saturday, Dad. We're playing the old enemy, the Valley Mongrels.
Yeah.
We could stand behind the goals, watch the tactics.
Oh, what's all this?
Bacon and eggs? Been a bit of a grumpy bugger lately, so thought I'd do a fry-up to make up for it. Orders, please. What's it to be, Sean? One with a lot? Don't have to ask you, Nat. 2 eggs, loads of bacon?
Sure.
Sorry, love. No, the boys have got dental appointments this morning. We were just going to grab some brekkie on the way to school. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, they could have brekkie now.
No. Not before the dentist.
Well, they can brush their teeth.
Carl, I reckon tomorrow, okay?
Okay, great. No worries.
Hey, we'll be late. Be reasonable.
It's okay, Dad. I can wait for tomorrow.
No, stuff it.
Whoa! You are being ridiculous.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Couldn't take 5 bloody minutes to have some bacon and eggs, and I'm being ridiculous.
Oh, okay. We've got to go.
Oh, that's right. There's always something more important to do, isn't there? Anyway, doesn't matter what I do, anyway.
Oh, give me a break. It's eggs and bacon for
shut
crying out loud.
Shut up!
Hey, you do not speak to your mother like that. You apologise to her right now.
I wasn't speaking to her, you loser!
What's got into you?
What do you think has gotten into him? Get in the car. Get in the car.
Yeah, Danny.
Can I go now?
Oi, Dad. How's your reflex? Hopeless. Drop him back to the twos, I reckon.
See with that. Come on, come on.
Piss off, freak!
Oh, come on, Sean, it's only a game, mate.
Whatever.
What is it with you? Your mum says you're in trouble at school and you had a king-size hissy fit this morning.
What the hell would you care anyway?
Shut up, idiot. Dad does care.
Bull, he does. He's never here. And when he is, he's just a misery guts.
I said shut up.
You shut up!
What are you gonna do, huh? Come on, you girl. What are you gonna do, huh? Is that all you got? What was that? Come on. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do?
Get up! Get up! What are you doing? Why didn't you stop them? What is wrong with you?
Dad?
Oi, Carl, what are you doing standing on your own like that? Come over here.
Yeah, maybe in a minute, fellas.
Hey, Dad. How many times did you put Stubby Allen in full forward last year?
I don't know. None. He's a back pocket.
Exactly. That's why we lost. Again.
Yeah. I might get a refill, I reckon. What's this?
Hey,
Nat's coaching manual.
it's just a thing. You know, tactics.
What do you want to be a coach for? All they do is whine and moan if you leave and say the new guy's no good.
But Dad, that's not what this manual's about. Besides, people actually want you back because you're a great coach.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not. You actually taught us how to play proper.
Look, enough, all right? It was just a friggin' under-14s. It didn't mean anything.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
You jerk, you know that?
Hey, Nat. Mate.
Eva, you seen that?
No, why? What's happened?
You always said I was a bad dad, and I bloody well proved it with style tonight.
Said you were a bad dad.
Called me a jerk.
Who?
Nat.
What?
I hear myself saying these things. I hate what I am. I hate it.
Oh, Carl, please don't. You're really worrying me.
Well, that doesn't help. Don't you see? Nothing helps. It's like I have this huge, bloody, dead, putrid weight on top of me. And no matter what I say or do, I can't get rid of it.
I love you.
I can't.
Me and the boys.
Sean hates my guts. Now you can add Nat to the long list of people who see through the bullshit and see what a lowlife I really am.
Please don't do this. You're frightening me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm no good around you, the
Please,
kids.
let's just talk about this, Carl. Come on.
Really buggered.
Oh, please, honey, don't do this. You're frightening
sorry.
me. No,
I'm sorry.
Carl, no, what?
Sorry.
Are you where are you going? Eva, there you are. Guess what? You won the raffle. Oh, can you collect the prize for me, Carl?
You ever look through Nat's coaching manual?
Seriously, Danny, I don't want to talk to anyone right now, so just leave me alone, all right?
Tactical manoeuvre number 8.
Danny, please.
Play to Dad's strengths. Dad used to love to work out the positions on the field for the guys to play in. So start him talking about positions on the team again and it'll get him out of his bad patch. You know, this ain't no football coaching manual, mate. It's for you.
Bloody hell. This is supposed to make me feel better. It's been a miserable failure, I can tell you that right now.
Remember, I had about a month off the game last year?
Yeah. So, you're injured.
No, I wasn't injured. Body was fine. You know, footy clubs have a real good way of making injuries for excuses.
Okay. I'm biting. What was wrong with you?
Well, after about 2 months of feeling like I couldn't get out of bed, that life was just crap and what was the freaking point about anything? Good mate suggested I go and see the doc. And I did.
Yeah, and he gave you a little bunch of happy pills and everything was wonderful. This is supposed to inspire me, right?
You should look into depression. That's what I was diagnosed with.
Yeah, look, it's not me, all right? I'm not crying in my 90 over daytime TV shows. And nothing wrong with me that a bit of rest and amber medication won't cure.
You're no different than the other guys in this district who thought they could tough this thing out.
What other guys?
Trust me, mate, you could feel a whole footy team of the blokes around here who've suffered from depression.
Be a pretty crap team.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's not a life sentence. Yeah, there's plenty of people who can help you sort yourself out. You just got to take the first step. You know, it took me a while to do it, but you can too.
Listen, I appreciate your concern, but you got it wrong. I'm okay. I'm just in a bad patch, that's all.
I'm not going to coach you like your boy's been trying to do. But I will tell you this. Your family, your boys, that's your team. You might think you're playing a good game, but have a look at where they're up to. Just talk to them.
Go home.
So I guess the thing is that Dad's working on this now, working on getting better, okay? I know it's been really hard on you guys.
So I guess we just wanted to let you know that I've made a start. Okay.
Yeah.
I could really relate closely to Carla. The first scene, the car rolling up the road and just getting slower and slower and slower and then pulling over by the side of the road. I mean, I could relate to that. I did that. Just going home, sometimes my foot on the accelerator was just backing off and the car was going slower and slower and slower until I got in the driveway, and I'd sit in the driveway and I just couldn't. I was just trying to muster up the courage to go inside.
The thing that I really related to with Carl was that he thought that that was his life now, and that that was how he was going to feel every day about himself, which is really terrifying. And I could feel his frustration, his great sadness, and his feeling that he was very inadequate.
To get to the point I'm at has been a journey. I was first sick when I was 16 years old. The amount of support once I got the correct diagnosis has been amazing.
I encourage people to persevere, get the right GP, get the right psychologist, psychiatrist, counsellor. It doesn't really matter as long as you've got the right person who can work with you and you can gel with.
My name's Colleen. I'm a mother of 2. I work part-time and I have both of my children in school now. After both of my children, I suffered from postnatal depression, and especially after my second child, it was quite severe. You just want to escape. You want to run away, you want to hide, you want it all to disappear. You want to disappear. My sister and my husband and his mother were really helping and pushing me to get some help and letting me and trying to reassure me that there is help out there and that, you know, things can get better. And that was really the beginning of me slowly recovering from depression and anxiety. The next story you're going to see is a story about a woman, Christina, who's got 2 children. I relate a lot to this story and different things that happened to her in this story. Hopefully you can as well and get something from it.
Go away. What's that? Go away now, or I'll colour your face bright red.
Your writing is so neat.
No, it's not. Look at that line.
Well, I think it looks very impressive.
Mum, I've got to get this done.
Don't tell me it's due today. Ella, you can't leave things to the last minute.
It's not the last minute.
Jason, that was very careless of you. Say sorry to Ella.
Look, it's ruined now. You idiot! I spent 2 full weeks on that, Jason. You idiot, you're such an idiot, Jason. You idiot, Jason!
Honey, it's all right. I'll help you clean it up.
You can't clean it up. It's ruined.
It's all right. We can get that off.
No, don't you get it? I'm going to fail. I'll get 0. Nothing. Look at it. Why does everything have to get wrecked around here?
everything gets wrecked. That's what she said.
And that upset you when she said that?
It's pretty obvious what sort of mother she thinks I am.
We've talked here several times about your feelings of guilt with Jason and Ella. Yet from what you described this morning, it seems that you were able to remain calm and you were able to offer her ways to fix her assignment. It's like you were being the mother that she needed in that situation.
So why did she lose it so badly?
Well, what do you think was happening for Ella in that moment?
Well, I don't know, I mean, the look in her eyes was like she was panicking.
It was a very stressful situation for her. Are you concerned that Ella might be experiencing anxiety too?
Yeah, I was doing research on the internet about my anxiety attacks and I found something about children where in families where a parent has anxiety and how those children might get the same illness. And I just worried that she's...
It's not necessarily the case. It's not an automatic that it's passed down from parent to child. You're doing a lot of work here, focusing on getting as well as you can be. I think that will contribute to your relationship with Ella.
Is that enough, though?
Well, it might be that she's trying to work out what's going on for you. She may be worried. Talking to her may help her understand, help her to figure out things for herself.
No, I don't think so. No. She's too young to understand. Besides, my husband wouldn't like it. He's a very private man about family things.
Have you talked with him about it?
Not really. I can't at the moment. He's interstate, working on a big mines project.
You said Ella was too young. What are your concerns?
That it's, you know, it's too much for her to cope with.
We can explore ways that you can talk to her about your anxiety so that it might not be too much for her.
Like what?
Well, you don't have to tell her everything that you're experiencing, for example. Just explain it like you'd explain any other illness, in words that she will understand. What do you think Ella would like to hear?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, if you're right and she's watching. I'll tell you one thing, she doesn't miss much.
No. Look, we're nearly out of time for today's session, but if you like, we can revisit this at the next session.
Okay. Maybe.
Hello?
It's me.
Hi, how's it going? Did you go to dinner at Mum's last night?
No.
Ah, because it didn't work out, or because you weren't up to it?
A bit of both.
Darling, it's full on up here, okay? And I'm due to go to the mine site pretty soon, so...
Again?
Is everything okay? I got 6 missed calls from you on my phone.
I can't stop thinking about Ella. I'm worried.
You're always worried about Ella.
My therapist thinks I should talk to her about me. My anxiety. Hello? Are you still there?
Yeah. Is that such a good idea?
I don't know. Maybe it is. She's a bright girl.
She's a kid. Does she need to hear that stuff?
But what if she's confused about me, about what's going on? I think she worries more than she should. She's panicking lately. You should see the panic in her face.
I think you should call Mum and have dinner there tonight. I mean, we set that up as a way for you to get by with me on this work trip. And now I'm worried you're not using your supports, okay? So call Mum. It'll take your mind off Ella. We'll talk later.
Okay. You got a new sheet for your assignment. Does that mean you got an extension to finish it?
He said I could hand it in at the end of the week.
Oh, that's good. Isn't it?
Only dummies get extensions. Mum? This is the wrong red for Cartajuta.
Cartajuta?
It has to be this kind of red. Have we got any other pencils?
No.
But I need a darker red.
I'll buy you some more tomorrow.
Really? Like this?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Mum.
Hello?
Why didn't you call? You said you'd call.
I never said
Oh,
I'd call.
why is it always me, huh?
Always me going to get into trouble. Anything. That's the red I want. Okay, Mum?
Okay.
I'll put it here. Mum? Mum? Don't forget.
Have a nice day.
Make sure you are seated comfortably, feet planted on the ground, back straight, taking even, deep breaths. Feel your body relax.
Oh, God. Okay, Christina, let's do it. Just get up. Okay.
Hi, sorry we're late.
Hi, Mum. How was the park? I don't know.
Same time next week?
Thank you, Louise.
No problem. Bye, Jason.
Mummy, where'd you put the pencil you got me?
Ella, I'm sorry. I didn't...
What? You promised.
I'll get it tomorrow.
That's too late. It's due then.
Honey.
Chrissy McGinley got to show her assignment to the class because her drawing was so good. It's so stupid.
It's not that bad.
It is. You always say that. It is bad. I put the photo in the car for you so you wouldn't forget. I did everything and you still forgot. Mummy, please don't.
I'm okay.
Do you want a cup of tea? What about cinnamon toast? You like cinnamon toast?
No, I think I'll lie down for a bit. Watch Jason for me. I'll get your pencil in the morning.
I don't care about the pencil. Honest. I'll make him cheesy macaroni for dinner. He can sleep next to me tonight. Jason! Cheesy macaroni!
Yeah, all this time I'm worrying about being a good mother for her, and she's mothering me.
She loves you.
She's looking after me. You said the other day she's just a kid. She's not. She's got too many things to worry about. I think I should talk with her. Do you want me to wait until you get back? You still there?
Maybe this isn't the right time.
Oh, what if the time is never right?
I can see why it might be a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I don't know either.
Try to get some more sleep.
I can't. I'm wide awake now.
Well, I'd better go. Early start today. Bye.
Bye. But what do I say to her? How would I explain to her about not being able to leave the house or the panic?
Well, we've talked a lot here about your illness. You've gained a lot of understanding about what it is and how it affects you. I think if you were to tell Ella some of that in words that she'd understand.
Wouldn't it burden her?
Well, you've said yourself that you fear that she's feeling burdened. Talking to her might ease that burden. Sometimes knowing, it makes it a little less scary and big. What's going on for you now, Christina?
I guess that if I do talk with Ella, it might ruin the one last good thing I have with her.
And what's that?
Being her mother. Instead, I'll just become this crazy lady who can't even go out and do a simple thing like buy a pencil.
This lady that didn't buy the pencil, this is the mother that Ella lives with now. It's the mother that Ella loves. I think by talking to her about it, that's what she'll see. Her mother. Is there a way that you can open up the possibility of this conversation with Ella? Maybe gauge if she's interested in talking about it?
Yeah, I guess. John thinks we should maybe wait a bit.
And what do you think?
That I have been waiting. Probably because it's a bit frightening, the thought of talking to her about it. And maybe we could do it on her 21st birthday.
The chances are you may discover that it takes more than one conversation. That it's more of an ongoing dialogue.
Yeah, I guess so. I hadn't thought of it like that. You know, Daddy will be home tomorrow. We should bake him a cake.
Okay.
Is that the Central Australia assignment?
Yes.
And?
I got to show it to the class.
Oh, well done. Oh. You know, adding that bit of black to the red made it turn out okay in the end.
Yeah, I guess. Mum, I'm sorry I asked for a new pencil.
Oh, darling, you don't have to be sorry. I guess it's, you know, sometimes I find it hard to do things, you know, like leave the house.
Yes.
You do know?
Yes, sort of. You breathe funny.
Does it bother you?
A little.
It's something, a sort of illness I have, but I'm working on it to get better.
Like when you have to lie down?
Yeah, more like I talk to people who help me work it out.
Okay.
I'm your mother.
I know.
So it's my job to do things like buy pencils.
Does that make me your boss?
Oh, no way. But it means it's your job to just be you, be Ella, and not to worry about me.
Okay, I guess I might worry a little bit.
Just a teensy bit.
Can we make ice cream cake for Dad, please?
Maybe chocolate cake?
Chocolate mud cake.
Chocolate mud cake?
I'm missing you guys. No more trips like this, I promise.
John, I talked to Ella about my anxiety.
Oh, what did she say?
Well, she asked a few questions, but I think it kind of helped. She's been like a different kid tonight, like a weight's been lifted from her.
Okay. I guess I didn't expect that.
I want us all to sit together, you, me, Ella and Jason, talk as a family. I mean, just talk about it a bit so it's not like this big secret.
Okay. I guess that's a good idea. You know I love you, right? The kids do too.
Well, that's a nice thing to say. Yeah, we're gonna be all right.
As with Christina, what tended to happen also with me is I think you're always trying to overcompensate for how you're feeling. So you're trying to get it perfect and you're accelerating the anxiety by doing that. You're trying to get it all perfect and right, and it just doesn't exist in any life. So it's like, I think for me, it's, you know, be nice to yourself. Give yourself a break. Don't organise too much to do. Just do the simple things, because that's all the kids want.
Sometimes I was just a little unsure of what would happen. I mean, I was always reassured that it wouldn't be a bad thing and everything was okay, which is true. Everything was okay. But I guess it's natural for a young child to worry about something when they don't understand.
With the kids, there was a point in time where I felt I had to sit down and talk to them about it, because I wanted them to be able to make meaning of what was going on too, because it was a really conflicted, tumultuous time. And I wanted them to have some understanding around why it was happening and the fact that it wasn't going to continue to happen because now I was being treated.
Mum and I have some pretty honest conversations about when she's unwell and when she's not. And I think that's been really, really helpful for her as much as for myself.
Sometimes I find it hard to leave the house.
Yes.
You do know?
I felt that that was a very big step for Christina, so she's feeling that if she can openly in some way explain that's going to then give some insight for the kids, or maybe some comfort. And I think that was a very positive move that Christina then decided to do. And we found that in our own experience, that ended up being a very positive thing to do. Just took away a bit of the secretness or the mystery.
My mum gets really anxious and she worries about everything. And then when she gets angry, she gets all the bills and stuff and she burns them. My dad's always in bed, and my mum, she's most of the time in bed, and when she's not in bed, she's always doing work. Also, my mum gets really exhausted, so that's why she takes really long naps. My mum has depression. She sleeps a lot in bed, for an hour. She gets nice when sometimes I ask my mum if I can help her cook anything, but she says it's alright, I'm fine.
I think that even small children can have it explained that it's an illness like, any other illness, and that sometimes being unwell is going to happen. I think, yeah, from very young would have helped, especially because of the kinds of things I was doing around the house when Mum was sick. I think that would have helped me understand a little bit better.
When it came to talking to the kids, I was really concerned about how that would go down, and nobody wants their kids to think that they're a freak, so or that mum and dad's weak, or they're a failure, or they're hopeless, or you really want your kids to respect you and look up to you and love you, and so you're kind of really laying it on the line.
You don't have to be, don't have to try and lie. You don't have to give them an in-depth answer. Just give them an answer to their own question. Sometimes I just ask a question, and whatever it is, just help them understand, and that should be enough for them. Once their curiosity is satisfied, they'll probably just go do something else.
They ask questions, and I answer them as honestly as I can. They understand that it's a long-term thing for me. It's not a bout of depression that I have that I'll get over in a few months and then be okay.
It's not just one big conversation where we do the whole download and that's it, we're not going to talk about it anymore because you've got all the information you need run along now. I think they need to keep revisiting that, and so something will happen and they'll say, you know, is that your anxiety, or is that your depression, or something around that. You
just talk to the child normally. Don't have to make a big thing out of it. If you make a big deal out of it when you tell them about mental illness, they're going to make a big deal about mental illness in itself.
At some point, and it will probably happen in a family, and in Christina's family, we can all laugh about it, openly talk about it, have a bit of a laugh. I don't know, it's, you know, and it's families. Every family there's something.
Hello, I'm Anna Cheney and I play Christina in the video you've just seen.
And I'm Nick Hercombe and I play Carl.
If you're considering talking to your children about parental depression or anxiety, please remember these tips.
Talk to children about depression or anxiety in language they understand, using the kinds of words you'd normally use in your family.
When you're talking with your children about depression or anxiety, keep in mind that they will need explanations for the things they see, feel, hear and think.
Remember, it's not necessary to go into personal details that don't relate to what children see, hear or experience.
Keep discussions positive, focusing on how things are improving. This will help children feel positive about the future.
Children should be encouraged to ask questions or raise concerns whenever they want to.
Remember, one discussion is probably not going to be enough. Shared understanding takes time.
And as you have these discussions over time, remember that children's questions and specific needs for information will change as they grow older.